Hi guys, welcome to JT Gaming. I'm JT, and in today's episode of Masters Monday, we're reviewing a player called Antipode, and I'll be using my usual rating system of Command Pro, Commander, Command Meh, Commander, and Command No. And please feel free to leave your ratings in the poll at the top right corner of the video. And if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video.
Unit promoted.
Okay, so the first game we're going to look at is Antipode versus Bubba Bojangles. Let's take a look and see how we get on here.
Establishing battlefield control.
Okay, so we're going to be watching from Antipode's perspective.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Okay, so we're going to open with the Harvester and most likely the Militant to scout.
Building online. Taking position.
Okay, nice. So we get the early control here because we've got our counter out against his missile. I like that you bought the second Militant here to keep the pad charging. Very good. And moving away from the counters. Very nice. Okay, I don't know why we bought the Scavenger here, unless you're just trying to regain the money from losing your Militants, which you're going to do here, but you're going to lose your Scavenger here first by the looks of it, which is rather unfortunate. Okay, nice 2 versus 1 there with the Militants, and nice collection of Tiberium, well done. And you've got the Venom out, which is the right counter, very good. Okay, it looks like we're gonna. You need to get that other Venom onto the pad here to keep the missile charging. We're gonna lose to the top one there. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose this first missile by the looks of it, unless you manage to get onto a pad, which you do. Oh, but he's already got the other pad, unfortunately. So we do lose the first missile. Let's see if we can come back here. Okay, nice. We killed the pit bull. Very good use of scavengers collecting a Tiberium here. You need to move back the other Venom. Good. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a lot of back and forth here for you versus the Pit Bull and the Shockwaves at the same time. Maybe a Chem Trooper would be a better thing here, because the Pit Bull can't counter your Chem Troopers, but they can counter these Shockwaves. Okay, so if you opted for a Banshee, Pit Bulls will beat Banshees, but you do have a 2-level advantage. Okay, so you see he's got a double harvester now. I feel like you're going to have some trouble here, knowing that he's got Mammoth Tank and there's no troopers in his deck, and he's already won the first missile. Okay, so yeah, we need to get on some more pads. And now we see the Mammoth Tank comes out, and I feel like it's going to be very difficult for us at this point. I don't know why that guy's decided to blow up his own Pit Bull with the iron cannon there, but more for him, I guess. Okay, so we need to get onto that pad, and you do just manage to flip that missile. Very nice. Yeah, so we need to kill that Mammoth Tank as fast as possible. He's going to try and go for your Harvester. And we do get it just in time. Very nice. And we got the Chem Troopers on the Zone Trooper. Very good. And it looks like you're going to go for a Chem on the base. You need to make as many clouds as possible if you're going to do that. So you want to get all the tiles and the Shockwave Trooper on the tile as well, because that'll give you the free gas clouds. And if you'd have done that, you might have blown up the base entirely. Man, this guy really wants that Harvester. Okay, interesting choice by him. I guess he's going to try and get a Mammoth to the base soon, if he's starting to iron cannon the base. Okay, his Zone Troop brushing the base. That's interesting. Okay, nice. And it looks like he might just get it. Okay, yeah, very nice. Well played. Your opponent there sort of messed up a bit. I don't know what he was thinking. Anyway, let's go on to our second game and see how we do. Okay, so the second game we're going to watch is Antipode versus Peacemaker 8201. We're more even in levels here. We do have a slight advantage, I think. No, it is exactly even. I think he has a little bit of advantage himself, having his 11s maxed. So let's see how we do.
Establishing battlefield control. 3, 2,
Okay, again watching from Antipode's perspective. So again we're going to be opening into the Militant Scout and the Harvester.
harvester ready.
Okay, he goes straight into Fanatics. And I think Venom would be not a bad idea here. Because we know he's also got the Ceph drill pod, but he's already got wheels out. So actually we want scavengers. Okay, you shouldn't have moved your militants that early, because you could have gotten the 10 TIBERIUM if you'd waited a little bit longer with getting the scavengers over there. But now we have our chem troopers out, and they'll take care of these fanatics as long as we're not being 2v1. Okay, and more chem troopers, good, that's what we need. Okay, so yep, getting them onto the pad, very nice. And we can clear up here. And good, I was just about to suggest moving those forward to start body blocking, because we know he's going to get something out. Very nice, well played. Okay, good bikes on the wheels here. So once he gets his artillery out, we're going to struggle, because he's got anti-air as well, so it can be quite difficult for us. And he's got double harvester, so he might get to that fairly soon. Okay, nice. So we're going to go for the base. We need to create as many clouds as possible.
Catalyst missile incoming. Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit
Okay, so when we're doing the chem missiles on the base, you want to cover as many tiles as possible. So we wanted to get the first chem trooper here at the bottom tile, bottom hex, and the other one here where the fanatics were, because then we could have covered both tiles and also covered the fanatics which would have spawned here instead in the middle, where your other chem trooper was, and the 3 tiles covered would have been enough. But now he has his artillery out and he's got his anti-air, so it's going to be rather difficult for us, even if we get the Banshee, because Phantom will take care of the Banshee. The bikes, and yeah, it's going to be ripped for our Banshee here. Okay, yeah, this is going to be very difficult to overcome. You would have been better off trying to run bikes up to the artillery and then using your missile on the artillery and not the Phantom, because the artillery is harder to move and he hasn't got the Oksana boost because he's using Ceph. Okay, so it looks like your plan here is to 2v1 the Phantom, or 3v1 the Phantom. Or it's got 2 Phantoms now, so you're going to be in real trouble. Okay, so you're going for the base. Okay, cool. I get that. Because that artillery is going to be really hard to shift out of. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get this actually, because that artillery is blocking us along with all of his anti-air, and he has really strong map control. Okay, so let's see how we get on in our third game. Okay, so our third and final game is Antipode versus Peacemaker 8201. These games were 2 in a row, so let's see how you adjust knowing his deck. Again, watching from Antipode's perspective as per usual. So you're going to open into the Militant Scout and the Harvester. I don't know why we're moving the Militants up here. I've seen nothing in his previous games to suggest a Harvester rush, but sometimes during they'll try to cheese you on your second game in a row, so I kind of get it. So we want to get chem troopers out here. Actually, no, not now, because you're seeing wheels, so you want to get bikes out. Yep. and leaving those militants in a place where they could 2v1 if the fanatics come down, but they've come the other way. Okay, a second bike here seems like a little bit of a waste. The wheels aren't going to do much. They'll chip damage the harvester if they attack it, but it's nothing we really need to be concerned about. Okay, nice. So we see the chem troopers come out now, which is what we needed. Oh, and we do see the flame troopers here, which could be a problem. Okay, good. So you've got the chem troopers out again, which is what you need. And you need to body block there. Very nice. And it looks like you're going to take this first missile. Very nice. Okay, so you know he's got artillery in his deck. So I'm hoping you're going to move those chem troopers to his base and start chem missiling. And try to get 3 tiles of gas clouds as possible. So you want one in this hex here on the left. And one where those fanatics are now. Okay, good. So now we have a third tile being covered here because of those chem troopers. Very nice. And that does it. GG. That's what you should have done in the first 2 games when you were chemming the base. Yeah, but overall, well played. Okay, so the rating that I'm going to give Antipode is a high command meh. So it's between the 2 brackets, but on the higher end of command going into commander. There were some mistakes that you made. I don't know if you've not played this deck very much, because of not covering as many tiles of the clouds as you could on the bases. I think that's the main takeaway you need from this particular deck, is making sure you cover as many of those tiles as possible with those green clouds. And you'll see a much higher success rate in blowing up the base entirely. There were some mistakes in the first game where you weren't moving and getting the correct counters out. Like you should have switched from the Venoms to, what was it? The Chem Troopers. Because the Pitbulls were countering your Venoms and the Shockwaves were countering your other unit, your Scavenger. Whereas if you'd had Chem Troopers, you'd have been able to get rid of the Shockwaves and not dealt with the Pitbulls, but the Pitbulls can't kill your Chem Troopers, so you'd have been okay until you got a counter out for the Pitbull. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.